Alright, hey guys. So you've had the sub, he's giving you the answers. Here they are, page 193. Stop, pause if you need to. Here is your next page, page 225. Alright, if you have questions, I am going to your book. I'll just do a couple of each one. So if you look at this one, 12 through 16, find the slope. You could have looked at these 2 points right here and done the slope formula. Oops. And then the slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And you could have called this one to -2, -1, and then this one would have been called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 over 6, and then the formula. Or you can just do rise over run. And M equals, that's from the video, rise over run. So if I start, not run. If I start here, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I have to run over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I rose up 6 and I ran over 7. That's how they did the slope. I recommend doing that if it's ever graphed for you. That's how you did 12, 14, and 16. Okay, if I scroll down here, see if I can scroll down, maybe. Down here, 18 through 24, use your slope formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's do this undefined one. Okay? So if I had 7 minus 3 over a -4 minus a -4, well, 2 negatives make a what? Yeah, a plus sign, right? So that's a plus. So that would have been 4 over 0. If you ever have 0 on the bottom, that is called undefined. If it was written as 0 over 4, well, anything 0 divided by any number is just 0. So that's why that one would have been 0. That's how you do 18 through 24, slope formula. If I scroll down, maybe 28, 30, and 31, now you have to do it twice. Once for AB and once for CD. So if I find the slope of AB, let's see if I do 28, I have 4 minus 5 over, because those are my y values, over 4 minus 1. Well, 4 minus 5 is a -1, and 4 minus 1 is 3. So my slope for AB is -1/3. Now I can find my slope of CD, and that would be -5 minus -10 over -6 minus 9. Well, two negatives make a what? Positive, so that's going to make a positive. So that would be a 5 over, what does that make? A -15. Can you reduce that? Yeah, it's reduced to actually a -1/3. If they are parallel, they have to be the same. Are these the same? Yes, that's why it's parallel. If they were perpendicular, they would have been opposite reciprocals. For example, what's the opposite reciprocal of -1/3? Yeah, it is positive 3 over 1. And if it's not the same or opposite reciprocals, then it's neither. Alright, so now your next assignment was on page, 225, and see if my computer goes that way. You might want to fast forward it while it loads. Shazam! Awesome. Okay, numbers 1 and 5. Angles 1 and 5 are set on skew lines, or on, yeah. Are P and Q skew? No. If these are congruent, then that means these are corresponding. That means these are parallel. 4 and 6. Their next one said 4 and 6. 4 and 6. Those are alternating interior. That's why it's true. Correct. 1 and 7. Alternating exterior. true. Next problem, number 4. 3 and 6. 3 and 6, no, those are not congruent. They actually are supplementary because they're consecutive interior angles, so they add up to 180. Let's go to number 6. Line T is called the transversal. Yeah, because it cuts these two lines. That is true. If P is parallel to Q, then 2 and 8 are supplementary. 2 and 8, no, these are alternating exterior angles, so they are congruent. They're equal. So angle 2 would have equaled angle 8. And 9, you can't see it, but 9 said angles 4 and 8 are corresponding. Well, where's 4 and where's 8? That is true. Inside the two parallel lines, one's on the outside, he skipped one. True. Okay, let's skip over to 226. I bet a lot of your questions are here. It doesn't want to slide up. Alright, if I said that angle 5 is 123 degrees, find me the rest. Or not angle 5, I'm sorry, angle 1 is 123 degrees. Find me the rest. Well, first one is 5. What type of angles are 1 and 5? If you notice, they're on this transversal, right? So if they're on that transversal, then what two lines are they between? They're between the vertically ones. So these are alternating exterior angles. Alternating exterior angles are congruent. So if angle 1 is 123, angle 5 is 123. Then it said number 14. Well, two different ways you can do 14. 14 and 5 have nothing in common, correct? Correct. But what about 12 and 14? What type of angles are those? Those are vertical angles. So if 14 equaled 50, then 12 has to equal 50. But we don't know what 12 is. But I do know that angle 12 and angle 5 have to be supplementary. So you could say angle 12 plus 123 has to add up to 180. Now if I solve for angle 12, I find that angle 12 is 57. Well, if 12 is 57, what is angle 14? 57. So that was that one. Then it said 16. Well, if I look, 16 and 14 are corresponding angles. So that means they are congruent. So that is also 57. If I look at 11, whoops, 11 is right next to 14, right? What do those have to be? 180 degrees. Or you could say 11 and 5 are alternating. I'll change my color on you. These two angles right here, alternating interior angles, and those have to be the same. So that's why that is 123 degrees as well. If I go to angle 4, well, angle 4, two different ways. You can say 5 and 4 form a linear pair, or you can say 14 and 4 are alternating exterior angles, and they are congruent. 57. Both would have been the same. I could have done 123 minus 180, got 57, or 14 and 4 are alternating. Number 6. Well, 4 and 6 are vertical angles. Vertical angles are congruent, so that is also 57. So that's what we have for that one. If you go to 20, it says the diagram below. Oh, nuts, I can't see it. So let me move this down. Okay. It says the diagram shows Elm, Plum, and Oak Street. Find the value of x. 55 and x are what type of angles? Consecutive. Consecutive angles add up to 180 degrees. So if you do that, set up your formula, x plus 55 equals 180. Subtract 55 from both sides, you get 125. That's how we did that one. Alright, let's go to 21. It's on the next page. And, oh, it just doesn't want to move. Here we go. 21. Determine if these lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither, just like your book assignment today. Oh, nuts. Did I go too far? Yeah, I did. Sorry, back it up. Okay, so if I had done, let's do 21. If I had done the slope of AB, So that is, what is that? These two right here. 0 minus 3 over 8 minus 5. That's a negative 3 over 3. Well, what's negative 3 over 3 reduced down to? Negative 1. Now if I was to do xy, I would have 10 minus 2 over 1 minus negative 7. So that's 8 over 8, right? What's that reduced down to? 1. Well, 1's a negative 1 and 1's a 1. Are they opposite reciprocals? Well, how do you put negative 1 into a fraction? Over 1, right? How do you put 1 into a fraction? Over 1. Are they opposites? Yeah, 1's a negative, 1 is positive. Are they flipped? Well, yeah, 1 and 1, 1 and 1. So that's why these are parallel. If I was to do 22, last class had it, so let's do 22 over here. If I was to do 22, I would have 9 minus 7 over negative 3 minus 0. So that would give me a positive 2 over negative 3. And if I did xy, I would have 13 minus 7 over 4 minus negative 5. Two negatives make a positive. So we have a 6 over 9. And my computer is acting up. Let's try that again. That'd be a 6 over 9. That reduces down to a 2/3. Are these opposites? Yeah, one's negative, one's positive. Are they reciprocals? No. So are they parallel or perpendicular? No, they are neither. All right, if you have questions, pause, rewind, go back. Otherwise, your test is starting at noon, and good luck.